Helldivers 2 is a really popular game right now, and I gotta make a video on this before this game dies and my will to make videos dies with it. Let's go. Before I talk about Helldivers 2, let's first explain what it is for like the 2 people who don't know what it is. Helldivers 2 is a game where you and up to 3 of your friends select weapons, armor, and stratagems, which are things you can basically call down from space. And they can be things like weapons, more ammo. It's how you respawn your teammates after they die. Then you drop onto a planet to either kill bugs or robots. Then you extract and claim your rewards. Okay, there you go, people who didn't know what Helldivers 2 was. Now let's start the video. Before anything else, I want to talk about the tutorial in Helldivers 2. Unlike most games where I'm asleep in the tutorial, this game actually has a very good tutorial and teaches you basically everything you'll need to know. First thing it tells you to do is to use your map to figure out where to go. Then, it teaches you some basic movement. Then, it tells you to throw grenades into a glowy hole. Then it explains how to use your stratagems, and then it has you do a little combat test. I think this is an amazing tutorial. When I was fighting the robots, I saw that their barracks had a glowy hole, and I'm like, I remember that I'm supposed to throw grenades in glowy holes. And I'm like, well, let's throw a grenade in here and see what happens. And what do you know? It worked. It may seem simple, but just little things like that really help you understand the game. Not to mention, basically every objective in the game can be solved by either using your stratagems, the terminals, which are in the tutorial, or there are a few objectives that don't do any of those things, but most of them are pretty self-explanatory and either have you just destroy something or just kill a group of enemies. Another thing, this game has friendly fire, which makes the game 10 times more fun. Here's why. First of all, funny. You get shot or blown up by your friend, you're probably pissed at first, but then when you look back at it, you go, haha, that was funny. What? You don't think that's funny? Oh. Okay, what's the actual reason friendly fire is good in games? It makes things more tactical. Let me paint you a picture. Fortnite used to have friendly fire, then they removed it. They also added clingers, which were bombs you could attach to objects and people. Because of the fact you couldn't hurt your teammates, a strategy arose where people would attach the bombs to their teammates and then have them run into rooms, blow up, kill the enemy, and your teammate would be perfectly fine because there was no friendly fire. You can't do that kind of stuff in Helldivers. This game is tactical gameplay. You try to throw a bomb where your friend is, your friend's dead. Speaking of tactical gameplay, let's talk about how the enemies are designed. Pretty much every enemy that you can't just shoot immediately has some sort of giant glaring weak spot that allows you to assess it pretty quickly and learn from your mistakes, where you go, maybe because that thing is running at me, I shouldn't let it hit me, and instead I should shoot its butt. Actually, now that I think about it, a lot of the enemies in this game, their weakness is just shoot their back. Anyways, let's talk about progression. This game actually lets you unlock cool things, and your progression is pretty fast. You don't have to spend 100 hours grinding a battle pass just to get Spider-Man or Peter Griffin or whatever. Instead, you can just play the game, maybe do a quest, and you get new cool stuff. It's pretty nice. Okay, all of this is great and all, but why do people keep playing this game? I mean, quests don't seem that prevalent. It's not like we have 10 pages of weekly quests, daily quests, all the stuff. There's not really any of that. They just have one major order, which is a quest for everyone, and then one daily quest. That's it. So how are they keeping people to keep playing? It's simple. Every time you finish a mission, it puts a little bit of score towards liberating a planet. Everyone as a whole is working towards liberating all the different planets, and it's like a campaign that everyone is participating in live. It's perfect because it gets people to, first of all, feel very passionate about the game, and second of all, it gets them to keep playing. All of this kind of leads to the formula that most popular shooters today that stick around for a while do. Another thing that makes Helldivers 2 so great is customizability. With its general loadout system and stratagems, Helldivers 2 lets you create a ton of different possibilities for loadouts, and it lets you and your friends specialize into your own little thing. You can have one person using a shield and an SMG. You could have someone who has a ton of turrets, someone who specializes in just bombing things. And with the new vehicles coming out, it will allow you to specialize even more. All of these things make Helldivers 2 a pretty cool game. I would recommend it. You should play it with your pals, if you got any. If you don't have friends, you shouldn't play it. No, but Helldivers 2's public lobbies can be pretty fun too. I really do like this game. But why is there a battle pass? Seriously, this game is $40. Why does it have a battle pass? What the